The concept of a creative force behind the universe has been widely accepted and discussed across many of the ancient civilizations of the world. They believed that this universal consciousness expressed through nature and that the sun is an image of universal truth. One more thing that was common across all these civilizations is that they believed they could create oneness or equilibrium with the nature around us and the nature within us by burning medicinal and nutritional ingredients in fire. A similar process has been mentioned in the Vedas. This is called as yajna. The word yajna originates from the Sanskrit root yaja, meaning to offer or to give away. Yajna can be defined as the process of injecting into the atmosphere nutritional and medicinal ingredients through the agency of fire. The results of a yajna are a cumulative effect of many scientific principles acting together to achieve the end result. The most essential element of this process is Agni, or the fire, which acts as a central figure. The oblations of medicinal herbs or Havir Dravya are offered into the fire. The effects of the yajna are achieved by the combustion of these substances. Yajna is the most important among the Vedic sciences as it creates an atmosphere that is conducive to learning and practice of the other disciplines. It creates an atmosphere making it suitable for positivity and creativity to thrive. It heals the human mind and body and also has a beneficial effect on the plant life. The yajna is also many times depicted by using the names of an eagle or a horse. These are basically the depictions of the speed with which the healing energies released during the yajna travel. The eagle denotes the high soaring rise of the energy in the atmosphere, and the horse denotes the speed with which the energy travels in all directions. These depictions describe the spread of energy field in both the horizontal and vertical planes. The chief components of a yajna are Agni. The Agni or energy holds a very high place in Vedic philosophy. The first hymn of the first Veda, the Rig Veda, starts with the word Agni and is a hymn that invokes and praises the Agni. The holy fire is referred to as Jata Veda, meaning for whom the Vedas were created. Agni is referred to as Vayanani Vidwan, the originator of knowledge, and Suchikeshaha, the purifier and the sanctifier. Agni is said to be the Havyavahan, or the carrier of the substances offered into it during the yajna. Agni is also said to denote knowledge, light of knowledge, or the one who illuminates knowledge. Agni is said to be the purifier, or the one that has cleansing properties. The oblations are offered into the Agni at the utterance of certain mantras or hymns. These mantras are in Sanskrit language. All the alphabets of the Sanskrit language are endowed with special vibration power. Their utterance in esoteric combination produces unique sound waves. These vibratory sound waves are powerful beyond imagination. Their effect on the atmosphere, living beings, and even plants is extremely pacifying. The kunda, meaning the altar, or the patra, meaning the vessel required to perform yajna, are of a specific type and shape. These shapes have to be of perfect geometric dimensions. The different shapes and sizes of the altar are used for different purposes in the yajna. They are meant to optimize the release of energy and channelize it in the right direction. They are made up of a combination of bricks, mud, and cow dung. Sometimes vessels made from metals like copper, etc. are also used. All these materials are good conductors of energy. The offerings or the oblations offered in the Agni during the yajna are called Havir Dravya. Various different substances are offered in the yajna depending on the various types of yajna and the requirements of the purpose. All the substances that are used for yajna have a medicinal value. Samhidhas or wooden sticks of medicinal plants that have to be collected from these 5 yajna trees: Ficus glomerata, Audumbara, Ficus religiosa, people, Ficus bengalensis, Ashwatha, Aegle marmelos, Bilva, and Butea frondosa, Palash. The ghee used in yajna has to be made from the milk of a cow. The ghee from other sources like a buffalo is not to be used. As per Ayurveda, the ghee has many medicinal qualities that get released in the atmosphere on combustion in the fire. Ayurveda considers ghee to be a rejuvenating and longevity promoting food. Milk of various animals like goat, cow is used in the process of yajna. Milk in Ayurveda is referred to as a complete food. It is an appetizer and improves digestion. Different types of grains like wheat, rice, sesame are used in yajna. The nutritive energies of these grains are released in the nature during the process of yajna. The yajnas are conducted in a designated area, a house or a temporary structure. This area is called a yajneshala, or the area of performance of the yajna. The construction of this structure is made using specific instructions and architectural considerations. The structure is made out of either wooden or bamboo beams covered with cloth or are thatch roof structures. A Vedic yajna is performed by an adharyu or a chief conductor and a yajaman, the actual performer of the process. The other important players in this process are the hota, udgata and ritvij. They are the different posts that are held by the various Vedic scholars who come together to perform the yajna. These large Vedic yajnas are performed to create a healing effect on a larger societal level. The homa or the yajna that is performed to create a similar healing effect on an individual or a family level is called as Agnihotra. Upatva Agne Dive Dive Dosha Vastar Dhyavayam. This hymn from the Rig Veda states, O healing fire, we come to you daily at sunrise and sunset to seek healing energies and awakening to inner radiance. The process of offering 2 oblations of 2 pinchfuls of rice grains smeared with cow's ghee into fire prepared out of dry cow dung in a pyramid-shaped copper vessel exactly at local sunrise and sunset times, along with the chanting of 2 respective Sanskrit mantras, is called Agnihotra. Agnihotra is a word made up of 2 different words. Agni means fire and Hotra means to offer unto the fire or to create a healing effect. Agnihotra, also known as Homa therapy or fire therapy, is an ancient Vedic healing technique that enhances and nourishes human lives, creating an equilibrium with the nature within us and the nature around us by tuning our mind and body with the rhythms of nature. The process is tuned to the biorhythm corresponding with sunrise and sunset. Hence, Agnihotra is performed precisely at given local sunrise and sunset timings. It's a process of purification whose positive results have been established by scientists, doctors, philosophers, both modern and ancient. Agnihotra can be performed by anyone, anywhere, at home, in the garden, or even in the office. Agnihotra is a fabulous and elementary healing therapy practiced by people worldwide, as it does not have any religious or national nuances attached to it. Param Sadguru revived this ancient technique in the modern era from Shivapuri, Akkalkot, India, and spread this message all over the world. Mention of Agnihotra is found in the Vedas. Agnihotra, according to the Vedas, is the ancient most upasana, or a process of creating oneness between our consciousness and universal consciousness. Practicing Agnihotra has a positive influence on body, mind and soul and the environment around us, and sets us on a path to attain inner balance and spiritual bliss. Vedic Shrauta Sutras stipulate that this fire process should be performed every day. Eulogizing Agnihotra, Kataka Samhita states that even gods attained godhood by practicing Agnihotra. Shatapat Brahmana compares Agnihotra with a boat that leads to Swargaloka, the state of eternal bliss. It is referred to as Avinashi Yajna, meaning that its healing cycle never ends. All the people, plants and animals residing in this atmosphere are benefited by the healing energies that emanate from the process of Agnihotra. The healing energies emanating from the pot binds the hearts and minds of the family members, as Agni is said to have the property of bringing people together. Vedas illustrate this beautifully through a very excellent example. Just as the spokes of a wheel are focused towards its center, so are the minds of all family members focused towards the Agni, ushering in harmony and love.